Welcome everyone to Fallout 4 and our settlement build for the visitor center in Far Harbor. Now this is a bit of a tricky one because there's a couple of glitches in the settlement from what I've seen. And well, you've got Uncle Ken that lives here depending on how you progress the quest with Far Harbor. And he doesn't like people much and doesn't like people building in his settlement. So first look at the map where we are. This is where we are. Here's the visitor center. Here's the Far Harbor entrance. Okay, there's Longfellow's cabin down that side. This is where you come in. This is where you find it. So I'm gonna be adjusting the weather while we are here so we can see a bit better, because you can't see so good. Okay. See, that's much better than you guys can see. Now let's start with our first enemy spawn point, which you can see we've got the fences right here. And the first one is right here by the entrance. Now this is a very big place actually to build in. Open up my stats. And you can see now we got food, water, power, defenses, everything what we need. Got a couple of people living here already. And this one is actually inside of your build area. So I actually kept this settlement, I kept a little bit basic, because Uncle Ken doesn't like it when we change things too much. Okay, so we got the entrance. There's a lot of things you can scrap. Trees, cars, bushes. You know, if you're looking for extra metals and whatnot. You've obviously got your, what do you call it, these fog things here that clear out all the fog. So when we start at the entrance, we've got our little caravan trading spots. The caravan people come in there. A couple of workbenches. And watch out for booby traps if you come here for the first time, because there's going to be booby traps everywhere. So you got to be careful for that. So I left everything. I didn't clear too much out. Uncle Ken apparently likes his mess. Move around this side. Our next enemy spawn point is... Uh-oh, I have a feeling I'm going to get attacked. Okay, so here's our next defense. There we go. Holy moly. Out the weather here. You can see better. Oh, you can see the defenses are working. Okay, so the next enemy spawn point is way out here somewhere, outside of the settlement, right over here, between these trees. So you can see there's the settlement there. So those defenses protect this whole area all the way down to there. So we are covered. Okay, now there's another one. It's got 3 spawning locations. Brahmin. Whose Brahmin is this? That was a provisional. Why are you standing on this side? Okay, anyway. Our next spawn location is all the way out here at the back of the settlement, where these guys just spawned out a second ago. Probably trappers. Right here at the back. You can hardly even see the settlement from here. Where are the bodies? Where are they? Somewhere around here. Oops, looks like somebody killed a Brahmin. Okay, I don't know where these bodies are now, but maybe there's only one of them at this time. Who's this?
Bring it on,
Settler.
I can take it.
Oh, okay. He sounds confident. Okay, Mr. Brahmin. Now, let's head back to the front again, so we can get a better view of how things look. Okay, so we're back at the entrance. So we've got an enemy spawn point in the front when you come in. We've got one on the side over there, and the other one right at the back. So there's quite a few, and most of the time you get trappers coming as That's most of them, and I think it's usually at the back, because most of the attacks and things happen at the back. But we get a lot of bugs and bears, I think, from this side. Now, let's go into bold mode. So everybody going to talk to me the whole time. Here's Uncle King. And he is very, very grumpy. He doesn't like people much. Okay, so I kept it easy and simple. Cleaned up a little bit in this area. I spread the crops out throughout the place. So we've got carrots and some mute fruit things on the side here. Some crops down there and crops down there. So these guys, they spread all over. But unfortunately, some of them will stand here and work. And for some reason, some of them go inside the building, like that guy standing over there. And they work with these crops from the other side of the building. Inside, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so we've got a couple of seating areas, so that everybody can sit down and relax. And obviously our water supply right over here, so this is well protected from, without the fences here. You can see I've closed it up a little bit here, so anything that comes through here is going to have to get through all these defenses on this side in order to get inside of the settlement from here. Got some scrap collecting stations around. And building is a little bit difficult actually in this settlement. You've got plenty of space technically. You've got walkways and things up here. There's a lot of cleaning up and things to do. Now, I figured, well, this used to be a visitor center, a place where people used to come a lot. So I suppose they would have had their own generator, so they got a generator here, and a lot of these old power pylons here, which has been used, which maybe the people use now, and they do connect the power out. But the problem is, space and build area is difficult. Okay, so there's your workbench. Now here was a railing here I took out. Then I managed to place this floor here so you can actually walk up here. As you can see, the space is now minimal. There's not a lot of place to, you can't build here. Let's see if I can get something here quickly. Scrap. See, that happens. You gotta move to a certain place where you can actually build. There's a spot there, but I think it's because I got the carpet there. If there's like dirt like that, sometimes you can build. But there's a hole. Can't build there. Can build there. So that's the only place I could put the generator. Put one workbench. There's a chair there, but I didn't put that there. That was there, I think. So it's difficult. And you can't put any carpets or anything either to build on top of that, because it goes straight through the floor unless you physically take all this away and rebuild it somehow, which I didn't want to do. So we've got our power supply. There's a few lights on the inside, and there is a lot of trash and dirt inside this place. So you can see this fan still works. That was there. I added an extra light. Some lights over here and some lights here. So I cleaned out all the garbage. Got some sleeping bags down here. See, these guys are doing farming. I think this one is. See, he's doing farming here and the plants over there, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. But most of the stuff I cleaned out here at the bottom. Left everything else. Got a little bar stand here for people. Is not to try and change a lot of the way the place looks. So there's also a couple of beds inside here, so I didn't do anything too fancy. But you can see some of these things you can take away the rug, but NPCs stand and eat noodles apparently. Okay, this guy's here. So I don't know where. Yeah, that's probably a default thing standing over here. in some of the places is glitched a little bit. If you put something, it kind of goes through the floor or doesn't want to place. So I think there's a little bit of a thing going on with this settlement. This is Uncle Ken's bed up here. His original bed. And everything else I left the same. I didn't change anything. That you can clear up some of the dirt maybe, but you can't really build here unless I start breaking things down, which I want to avoid. Okay, we've got a little lookout post, which is part of the original settlement here. So it's depending on how and what you want to build, you can delete some things if you want, scrap certain things, or maybe even scrap the whole house. But you're gonna have some trouble, I think, maybe rebuilding this place. And it's not always easy to fix certain things, because even with your how can I explain it? Let's see, I'll show you guys quickly a roof thing. Like, see, the angles of that roof and the roofs that you can build is not the same. Even if you use sometimes like the scaffolding, you can use these things to somehow build roofs. It's also not right. But that's something that never made sense to me in all the time I've ever played Fallout 4. Is why they didn't give you roof features or items to build that matches the angles or the type of roofs you find in the game. So it's weird. Now, I would have said, okay, here's a roof. It's the same as this. You can rebuild the house or whatever the case may be. Sure, there's ways to do glitches and things like that and mods, but no, if you're not playing with any mods, you want to rebuild this house. They should have given an option for it. Okay, so there's nothing much going on up here. I didn't change too much. Just mostly clean the place up. But the whole place is falling apart here, so in order to fix it, you're going to have to destroy most of it. Okay, so Uncle Ken is happy. He's got a little bit of company, but he doesn't like us much. Where is he? I wonder he's going to say, where is he? Where is he going to? I tried talking to him a couple of times and
if the fog doesn't get us,
he doesn't
the
say.
storms will.
Everyone
Hard
moaning
times.
about the fog. This fog is nothing. Much worse when I was young.
I'm scraping by. In the deep fog, there's things out there.
You talked to Cassie Dalton? Shame what happened to her family.
Yes, it is. And Uncle Ken is weird. He says he's the oldest person on the island. Now, he's been around the longest. He's had the toughest life. He's even older than
In my
Longfellow.
day, everyone does the captain dance.
See what I mean?
Maybe 2-3 times a year.
My kids ain't
So
gonna
don't get no
believe the
ideas.
stories about you.
See, he's very full of himself. Okay, but anyway, guys, that is the visitor center. Kept it simple, so that you can still get all your things that you need in here. So you can see, okay, my happiness is going up because there was nothing going on here. So you could fit in 30 people depending on how big you build your place, or build more people, whatever the case may be. And you can build outside here. You can actually build a hotel in this place because there's a lot of space here. If I was to scrap everything in this area, I could build a very big place here. So we'll see about that maybe in our next playthrough. Okay, so we'll leave it there for this episode, and I will see you guys in the next build. Cheers.